So this is what we got going on today. We got ourselves the US and the Mexican Grand Prix, as I may mention before. This is what the vehicle performance chart looks like. We are currently 8th on the table, but as you can take a look there, with the upgrades that are going to be coming down really soon, we could very well see this car move up to 6th on the grid. And here's what the grid looks like. Of course, Mercedes far and away best car out there in this career. That's to be expected. A whole bunch of people mixed up behind them. Ferrari, Red Bull, Racing Point, Renault, they're all kind of right there in the high 700 range, almost touching 800. McLaren and AlphaTauri right there at about 750. We are just below them, and of course Alfa Romeo and Haas are just bringing up the rear. But with all the upgrades that are going to be coming down, we should see the car, unless McLaren and AlphaTauri build up their car, we should see our car jump both of them into 6th best on the grid. And as I may mention before, it was all about hoping that this car, this bathtub on wheels, would be less of a bathtub with a sail attached to it. Which is why I've been trying to hope that the chassis and the aerodynamics would be built out first before the engine did. Didn't turn out that way because Williams spent all of their money into the durability and the engine rather than the chassis and the aero. So I'm trying to play catch up with everybody. While I have a fast engine, the car is still not aerodynamically sound, not light, but it looks like that starting season 4, we should have a car that not just myself, but George Russell should be getting top 10s. There should be double Williams points every single race weekend starting in season 4. So I'm hoping and crossing my fingers and hoping that is what the future lies for this save with Williams. Max tried to avoid it, but he went too wide and then hit the barrier. Yeah, so like I said, it was just Max was an unfortunate casualty of that crash that was caused by Leclerc and Sergio Perez. It was just an unfortunate accident. Toto said George will be at Mercedes, if not next year, but definitely the season after, so 2022, which would mean that either they're planning on Lewis Hamilton winning title number 8 next year and then retiring, or the backup plan is get Bottas out of that seat and replace him with Russell. That's probably what their two plans are. Is you got Lewis Hamilton winning title 8, then retiring, George Russell comes in, or Hamilton wins the title, wins or doesn't win the title, but wants to stay, they then kick Bottas out because, of course, they want to have George Russell up. That's probably their two plans. There isn't really much else we could do. We're currently in the middle of building parts out on our R&D tree. Let me actually show you what the R&D tree looks like. So, as you can see, we are currently maxed out as far as our engine is concerned. Can't build anything out because this facility and every single facility that I have is built out to spec 2. So we cannot build anything out. We currently have the second highest engine on the grid, just right behind Mercedes. And then, as far as our durability is concerned, we're just about to build everything else out there. Thank you very much for the follow there, Mr. Jello Hello. What a name. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. But taking a look at the durability, when we complete this durability for max spec level 2, we should be up to like 5th on the grid as far as durability is concerned. As far as the chassis goes, we got 5 things to develop, and I'm currently developing up 2. All of this should be done by season 4, and I'm predicting that this chassis should put us, with all these upgrades, should put us like up near the top 3. All this shit being built out should put us up near the top 3 as far as best chassis on the grid. And as far as the aero is concerned, I've got 3 things being built, 1 more left to be built out. But this one's the worst one of them all, because even with the 3 new things that I'm building out, we still could only be 9th best aero on the grid. The aero for Williams is just a trash fire. As I said before, it is a sailboat, and that was the one thing that I knew was going to hinder this car. So hopefully, if Williams AI wants to put any money into the facilities going forward, I would want them to do it to the aero. Not the chassis, not the engine, not the durability. I'd love to do it for the aero. Did I hear him drop the F-bomb on Sky Sports? I did not. I'm sure other people did. Alright, let's get into the race weekend. Let's get into my home Grand Prix, the US Grand Prix. It's COTA, Circuit of the Americas, down in Austin, Texas. The Tate 3. If that is how you pronounce it. Thank you very much for the follow, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. Now, I'm glad that there's no rain this time around for the Austin race because if you remember season 1 with Williams, it was the first ever time I have raced the US Grand Prix and it actually rained. And in fact, it didn't just rain, we had a lightning warning. We had a lightning caution that brought out the yellow flag for 3 laps. That brought out the safety car for 3 laps, really. So it was the first time I experienced that. Because it doesn't really rain down in Texas. It rains very, very little. And it just so happens that we caught the tail end of something in order to bring out the heavy rain. He didn't even say sorry. It's Toto Wolff. What do you expect? Imagine having 2 English drivers in the best car, having 2 English drivers in a German car, German designed car. I'm sure that's what they're hoping for. Where's Arch? I don't know. He's probably drinking his sorrows away. Or he could very well just be lurking. Who knows? You hate it for when they apologize. Oh, that's right. I need to. Shit, I forgot to put my new setups in. But fear not, ladies and gentlemen, because I will be getting my setups done right now. If anybody is interested in said setups, all you need to do is type in exclamation point setups. It gives you the link to one of the users in the chat. His name is Sarancia. He has been making these setups for like the last 2 years now. He just dropped a version 4 for F1 2020. So if you're interested, like I said, just type in exclamation point setups, setups, and it will link you to his Discord. So let's load up my previous US, and then we will build off of that. So aerodynamics looks like 3 and 8. 50, 60. Suspension geometry is default 25, 18, 05, and 20. The suspension is wildly different compared to the previous one. 1, 9, 1, 10, 3, and 4. Yeah, the suspension is wildly different compared to last time. 155, and the tires should all still be the same. 0.8, 0.2, 0.1, 0.5. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's wildly different compared to the last setup. Alright, we'll do New USA. And let's go and acclimatize. Yeah, but that's the thing. They have to apologize for it because they're not in watershed. When you're past watershed, you could say and do a lot of things that you can't previously because the whole point of watershed is like prior to what was it, like 10 o'clock? It's like 9 or 10 o'clock in the UK. I know it's 10 o'clock here in the States. But the whole thing about watershed is that they expect kids, like people under the age of 18, to be watching, and they don't want them to be subjected to adult language. So that's why they have to apologize for it. Well, like I said, I don't know what the watershed rules are in the UK. I know it's 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. here in the States is watershed. Where after 10 p.m. you can be as foul-mouthed as you want on national TV and you'll be fine. And that's on over the air. That's not satellite or digital. It only applies to over-the-air broadcasts. So any broadcast that is beamed via radio signal, not digital signal. I know that they're trying to get rid of analog signals around the world so that it'll only be digital. So I don't know how much different the watershed rule is going to be once it goes all digital, but it is in place for all analog broadcasts. So on all analog broadcasts, you cannot say any of the 4-letter words. You cannot say the 7 words you can't say on television, thanks to George Carlin. You can't say those prior to 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. on over-the-air broadcasting, analog broadcasting. What I want for Christmas, I want a goddamn job. That's what I want. I have now officially been out of a job now for 8 months. It's the longest I've ever been without a job. Thanks, COVID. Yeah, that makes sense. Rose69, thanks for the follow, dude. Oh, it is 9 o'clock in the UK? Gotcha. And believe me, I would love to make a living off of streaming, but there's just no way. There's only a very, very small percentage of people that can actually say they make a living off of doing Twitch and streaming and YouTube and all that stuff. It's a very small percentage. Even some streamers that you think are big streamers because, oh, they may have 500-600 subs. No. 500-600 subs isn't really making a living off of it. Which I know, it sounds weird, but that is true. One of the quote-unquote bigger streamers that I watch, his name is Big John. He does a lot of retro gaming and a lot of Sonic and Mario speedruns. He routinely has over 1,000 subs every month. But he also has to work a 40-hour-a-week job because he says that the subs just are not enough to pay a living wage. They may be okay for like poverty wage or for, you know, poverty living, but he still has to supplant to live a basic middle class lifestyle, lower middle class lifestyle by also having a 40-hour week job. So that just shows you that even those streamers that make like the high hundreds to low thousands still are not, you know, technically making a living, cannot make a living by streaming.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent...
What's my profession? Programmer. Programmer, developer, IT, tech. That's where I got my degree in. Degree in computer science. And believe me, I've been sending applications out daily. But up until like 2 weeks ago when I had 3 interviews with the same company, still haven't heard back from them, unfortunately. Up until that point in time, I had not heard a single thing back from any job application I put in. Not so much as even a rejection letter. It's almost like these companies are putting out job postings that they don't intend to fill them. They just are required to put them out there. Been a Java developer, I've been a C++, C# developer, web developer. Was training to be a database administrator. All the while doing some part-time IT. Or at one of the companies that I actually went to, doing IT was part of my job description. Along with being a developer. Like they want an all-in-one guy. But yeah, man, COVID's really screwed up the job market. It really has. And honestly, if this did not happen, if this pandemic did not go down the way it was, I would actually be talking to you right now. I actually would not be talking with you right now. Honestly, me starting streaming back up in April was only supposed to be a part-time thing. This was only supposed to be until I got a new job, to be completely honest with you. Because prior to me coming back in April, I hadn't streamed in like 7 months.
Okay,
Because I
test
wanted to
complete,
focus
and
on
that
my
was a
job.
very good
Because I
job
want to
indeed.
focus on my life outside of the streaming. But 2020 said, get your ass back in front of the camera, boyo. And so here I am. Look for some freelancing jobs on Fiverr. Obviously not enough to make a living, but anything helps. Yeah, that's true. I'm on unemployment right now, but the unemployment runs out in April, and after that, I pretty much have to bite the bullet and do. And I'm pretty much going to do manual stuff, manual labor. If I cannot find anything, I might as well exhaust the unemployment that I have, while obviously still trying to look for a job within my field. But once it's coming down to like the last month of unemployment, then I'm going to turn around and say, okay, where are the local hardware stores around my place, like Home Depot, Menards, stuff like that, because I'd rather do like the manual labor then, and just make myself useful at that point in time. Because if I can't do anything in my field, I might as well do that, because I've done that before. I did that in college. I worked at those places in college to try and, make a little money on the side while going to school. So I might as well just go back to that. It sucks. It really fucking does. But anything to make ends meet, like you said. But like I said, Bix, yeah, basically the entire month of August and September and a little bit of October, nothing. I would send out applications from like LinkedIn or Career Builder or Monster or Glassdoor or Indeed, and I would not hear a fucking word back. Not even so much as a rejection letter. Which is a little poor form on those companies, not even gonna lie. They can't even address to me saying that, hey, we didn't really want to fill this position anyway, or we had already filled this position, thank you very much for applying. I didn't hear a single fucking word of that. And that's what makes me a little angry and disappointed in and of itself, is just not hearing anything back. Like, I'm trying my goddamn hardest to try and get a job, another job within this fucking pandemic. And you're not even going to give me the time of day saying that, oh, we didn't really want you, thanks for applying. No, didn't even give me the common courtesy of doing that. Pretty poor form, if you ask me. What's going on, J-Ro? Am I going to try that? Honestly, no, Tykesman. I think I'm going to be okay with just trying out the new specs for each track. I'm still not really all that jazzed about turning up the differential. I don't really like the fact that my car is going to be slippery, more slippery, by turning up the differential. Unless I really want to go for the tire save strat, then yeah, I will turn it up, but right off the bat is probably going to be a no. Alright, perfect. I did not get the qualifying time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Top Migraine, thanks for the follow, dude. And thanks for the advice. I've not really looked at Fiverr, because I think that Fiverr was more for like art stuff. Like I've always known Fiverr to be more like an art, or not so much a goods and services type of market, but more like an art market, a creative market. Maybe they have some programming stuff out there, development stuff, web design stuff that I could probably do, but I haven't really gave it much thought. But now that you mention it, I might as well give it a look. Can't hurt, right? At this day and age, at this time, can't hurt. And actually, for a time, a few of you people that actually play Football Manager, like a few years ago, I actually was looking into trying to work for Sports Interactive to see if they wanted a developer or extra developers over there, which actually they did, but unfortunately the requirement was you needed to be based in the UK. They weren't going to take anybody out of the country. Because, of course, me back, like, at the time, you know, back in 2017, 2018, I was big in Football Manager. Hell yeah, I wanted to work for Sports Interactive. But unfortunately, their requirement, one of their main requirements was gotta be living in the UK already. They're still looking, but you have to live in London. Oh, okay. You know, it's not even so much to live in the UK now, they've gotta force you to live in London. Just looked at Fiverr, they do have a big programming section. Oh, shit. Alright, I'll look at it after I'm done streaming then. Thanks for the heads up, guys. Bix and Migraine, thanks for the heads up. Because, yeah, the gig economy sucks, guys. I don't know if you know anything about this, but the gig economy nowadays sucks royal ass. There's no such thing as having a career anymore. You're basically working from job to job until you die. It's pretty much how it is. Oh yeah, J-Roll, I saw those posted. Because it also got cross-posted on Indeed and LinkedIn. That's where I saw it. You're gonna ask me if I applied. Yes, I did. anything and everything that is within my field. Yeah, how about Washington beating the Steelers last night, Teichman? Like, no one predicted that. Yeah, in fact, the most recent job that I had applied for, that I actually got interviewed for, they wondered, like, what was my home setup? Do you have a home computer? Which the answer is yes. A lot of people or a lot of companies are expecting you to have your own equipment now, instead of them giving you, like, work laptops and whatnot. They are kind of expecting you to have your own home equipment, so that they don't have to lend you out anything. Well, Alex Smith is going to be Comeback Player of the Year, right? They're going to make him Comeback Player of the Year this year. Just with everything that he has done with Washington, even though it's not a lot, just him coming back onto the field after almost having his leg amputated after being broken last year. He's definitely going to be Comeback Player of the Year. Shit. Who do I got tonight? Ravens, because I have the Ravens D on my fantasy team. Got the Ravens defense, so I'm hoping that the Ravens win tonight. Hey, what's going on, Wong? Shit. Amazing is, I don't think it was... Was it really that bad that it could have killed him? I know that it was bad enough that it could have been amputated. Like, his leg could have been amputated. I don't know if it was bad enough that it could have almost killed him. And if it was, then shit. Didn't know about that. Big fan of him being in his Chief days. So, Badger, I assume you're a Chiefs fan then? Just going out on a limb here and saying you're a Chiefs fan? Shit. Hey, what's going on, Will? What steering controller am I using? The Logitech G923. If you're interested, it is on... I was about to say it's on sale. I don't think it's on sale, but it's retails for $400. To be completely honest with you, I would recommend going with the G29 instead because it's $100 at least less than the 923. It's pretty much got the same button layout and whatnot. And honestly, I would say it's a little bit more bang for your buck if you're looking for a bargain price. It works just as well as the 923. The reason why the 923 costs more is because it just came out this year. And it has this extra force feedback monitor on it called True Force Gaming that is supposed to add and enhance the force feedback for driving on the road, driving on rumble strips, grass and gravel, and whatnot, or just the feel of the engine in a car. Not in this game, but other games like Assetto Corsa. Honestly, doesn't really feel all that much different. Like I said, it's got the same exact layout as button layout as G29. So I'd say if you're looking between the two, I'd say save your money and go with the G29. It also works for PlayStation 5 with the most recent patch that came out for it. How's Thrustmaster? I cannot speak to Thrustmaster or Fanatec. I've never had one of those wheels. But for the people that have come in and talked about like the comparisons between the Fanatec and Thrustmaster wheels, they're just as good for just about the same price. So it really is a judgment call. And that's the first time I went over. Honestly, I would say it's a judgment call as to what you would like to have in a wheel. Do you want to go with, it's basically what brand do you favor? Logitech, Fanatec, Thrustmaster. Fanatec and Thrustmaster also cater to the a la carte, build your own style type of wheels. So if you want to personalize it, you can buy the wheel, pedals, shifter, direct drive, all separately. And you can customize your own wheel. I do believe they offer pre-builts. In fact, if I recall correctly, the chat has talked about pre-built Thrustmasters and Fanatec's in the past. So, like I said, it all comes down to, you know, which brand do you want the most? Because they're all high quality. I would say that the Logitech's just as high of a quality with my usage out of it as, say, the Fanatec and Thrustmaster. When I originally got my G29 back last April, and before it broke on me a couple months ago, I found it on sale for $225. So like I said, in all honesty, if you're going to be looking for wheels, look for the deals. Like I said, Black Friday deals, or if you can't do any Black Friday deals anymore, just look for general sales. Salute general sales. In order to get the best price. And like I said, G29, unless money is no object to you, and it does not matter, and you want the bright new shiny thing, then by all means, go and get the G923. But I would say between that and the G29, I would say G29 is the better deal, the better bang for your buck. Oh, that's right, we don't have moderators in right now. Yikes. Just saw that. Yeah, money is always an object. Shit, if money was no object, I would have gone on my European/world tour years ago. Because I've got a Euro trip, no relation to the movie Euro Trip, although that's a banging movie. I've had planned on a Euro trip for years now, just to go country hop. Spain, France, Italy, Germany, England, Ireland, Poland. Go see the ancestral home there. Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia? What the fuck am I talking about? It's 1985, people, and we're going to Czechoslovakia. The Czech Republic, of course, because I'm a big beer guy, and Czech Republic's got a fuckload of breweries that I'd love to go check out. I'm sorry for the bad pun. You don't want me in Europe? Well, fine. You're gonna have to deal with me. You're gonna have to deal with me, Tykesman. Yeah, I know, right? If I'm gonna hit Czechoslovakia, I'm gonna have to pop over to Yugoslavia too. Might as well go and hit the Soviet Union while we're at it. Fuck, if it's 1985,
So let's
maybe go sneak into East Germany and East Berlin if I really want to. If I feel really brave.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Who would you say is your biggest rival?
Oh my god. Who do I want as my rival? Okay, so I did not choose and have not chosen any of the Mercedes boys. I think I did choose Max Verstappen once before. I'm pretty sure I did choose Max Verstappen at one point in time during this career. In fact, now that I remember it, it was right before I chose Vettel, which my previous rival was Vettel. So it was Vettel, then Verstappen, and then like mid-tier and lower before that. So I've not touched any of the Mercedes guys, and I probably never will. Not at this point. I could always go back to Verstappen, or I could choose Charles Leclerc. And I think that, honestly, it's going to be one of these two. It's going to be either Charles or Max. I'm not going Lewis or Bottas. So I'm going to let you decide for me, chat. 1 or 2. Charles number 1, Max number 2. Type it out in the chat, and I will choose my rival based on what you say. That's why you have Adams and Montgomery. Oh, yeah, while you do that, I need to go get my phone. It's currently being charged. Alright. Because I don't want that shit to overcharge. Gotta do 3 comments. What are you talking about? Alright, so I'm seeing mostly 1s, so we're gonna go with Charles Leclerc then. Alright. Charles it is.
How do you feel about this team's performance this season?
How do I feel about McLaren? Well, McLaren are not really that good in this
well,
save.
that's everything.
They're working wonders with what they have. That's a polite way of saying their team is shit right now. Which, to be honest, like I said, their car is 6th best on the grid. Their car is just above ours. And they're kind of hanging around in the top 10. Because if you take a look at where they are at this point in time, Carlos Sainz 6th on the driver's table with Lando Norris sitting in 12th. And they're 5th in the constructor standings. But as I may mention before, they are like 6th best. Yeah, look at that right there. 6th best on the grid in the vehicle performance. So they are kind of punching a little above their weight with what they've got. Which I know, when you think of McLaren, that doesn't really sound right? Alright, let's move over to my practice. From my practice to my race engine. And also bump my difficulty up. For anybody that's coming on that's new, I practice at 90 just to work on my R&D points. But I race at 95. That is going to change, though. When I start up Season 4, I'm going to lower my difficulty back down to 90. But there's a reason why. It's because I'm taking off the driving line through the corners. So I'll be now driving completely au naturel with no driving line whatsoever. So I'm going to have to figure out my own goddamn lines throughout the entirety of the courses and actually try to drive like a proper racing driver. Which I know some people in the chat in the past have said, oh, turn off the driving line. Well, you're getting your wish, chat. Starting next year, I will, in fact, be driving without a driving line. Alright, let's skip everything and let's get into practice and qualifying. And yeah, Badger, the whole reason why I'm doing that is, well, originally I had the driving line on because I did not know how to drive like half these tracks. Like, it was the first time for me ever seeing these tracks like Bahrain, like China, like Abu Dhabi, what else? Like not Hockenheim, because I did that in Forza. But in essence, because half of the tracks on the F1 circuit, I never even drove before. So I had to understand the way around these tracks before I felt comfortable with it. And then after a while, instead of the full driving line, I went to corners only. And that's where I've been for the past, 4 months now? So I feel like that I was always trying to work towards a point where I take the driving line off and then drive like how seemingly everybody else does it with no driving line. And I wanted to build my comfort level up to it. I will say this, there's one thing I will never turn off, and that's flashbacks, because I damn well need flashbacks at any given time during a race, because if I turn that off, I'm just going to DNF every single time. Badger None, thank you very much for the subscription, dude. Welcome on into the Gendo gang. I appreciate your support and dedication to the stream, sir. Let's get some love in the chat for the new sub, the brand new sub. And for you and for everybody else that is in the chat, if you want to pop on by to the Discord, where we do have the banter on and off chat, just type in !point Discord there, or just click it in the info box below. We'd love to have a chat with you, whether it's real racing, whether it's fake racing, whether it's movies, food, music, what have you. We have channels for almost everything, and we are always appreciative of new people coming on in. Thank you very much. Thank you very much there, Badger, for the kind words. You flatter me.
The car settings screen on your multifunction
I want to make sure I got this right.
Car
setup's fine, tires are fine. Alright, let's drive.
With the MFD button.
Let's drive.
You can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Okay, Jeff needs to shut up. See, for me, Nigel, and this goes to iRacing as well, I try to learn the tracks on iRacing with the driving line first. And then once again, it's based off of a comfort level. When I feel like I can get around the track with no driving line, I will turn it off and race that track without driving line. I did it for the 24 hours of Le Mans, but that's because I love driving around Le Mans. And I wanted to make sure that I could drive it as comfortably as I could first. I tried to do that for the Petit Le Mans, the 10 hours around Road Atlanta, and I was okay with it, but it was definitely not comfortable. It's definitely not as comfortable as I would have wanted it to be. Yeah, whoever came up with Jeff and Claire needs to be fired, because they are the two most annoying characters in this game. This is where, once again, chat and myself are at odds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, get a grip, Brian. Get a grip. Yeah, as soon as I went over, I knew I was going too fast. Like, as soon as I went over, I knew I was going too fast. Nigel, you want to learn on your own without any help? That's fair. However you feel, whatever makes you better. If you think learning without a driving line will make you better, go for it. And I think that is probably the most natural way to do it. That's, of course, how all racing drivers do it. They can't have any driving line when they're actually out there on the track. But I think, yeah, you're right in the fact that that is better, where you're automatically picking where your driving lines will be, where your braking will be, your turn in, turn out, without having the use of a line. You're knowing all that right away. Or you're trying to figure that out for yourself, and ultimately that is going to lend itself to muscle memory, so that when you go back out there again at any point in time, you'll know where you can turn in your braking zone, your acceleration zones from memory without having to rely on, okay, what did the braking line say? Or what did the driving line say? Or, oh, I need to follow the driving line. And like half this track is the driving line because half this track's like turns.
"30 seconds left in the session."
Crap. Yes, I play manual shifting. Brake assist off, yeah, I've never had brake assist on, or ABS on, or traction control on, ever. But if you have to because that's more comfortable for you, then by all means, go for it. The end of those S's right there are just a fucking nightmare. You fuck up one part of the S's, you are done the entire rest of the way. If you're just starting out, if you're new to the game, and if you've never played an F1 game beforehand, I would say yes. I'd almost say if you've never played a racing game beforehand, that's a definite yes. Just use it as a way to, you know... Ah, crap. Use it as a guide in your early days, and if you feel like that you want to turn it off, that's the good thing, is it's pretty easy to turn it off and on within career mode. Just go to options, whereas in years past, you didn't have that option. You had to start a brand new career, or have to restart your career in order to change your options. This year, they actually make it simple for you, where you can actually do your options right in the middle of the race. But anyway, that was always bad. That was always going to be bad. George Russell gets out of Q1 at 15th place. I, unfortunately, am going to start 17th. But I will probably go with this strategy of medium to soft. Now, most everybody is probably going to go soft to medium. I'm going to go medium to soft in the fact that, well, faster compound towards the end of the race, and everybody else is going to be on the slower ones. That could, I would think, lend me the ability to overtake people late in the race. Just a hunch. But anyway, aside from myself, both Haas's, both Alphas not making it. Yeah, it's not a good look. It's not a good look now, is it? Jero says, no driving line in ACC because it really is helpful. And yeah, I think that that's going to start being my focus throughout racing games as well. This, iRacing, normal Assetto Corsa, Project Cars. Just get rid of the driving line entirely, just so I can try and figure out my own line around the tracks, my own line around the curves. That's why I took the driving line off of just entirely and went to corners only, because I don't need the driving line for a straightaway. Like, there's no point in having a driving line for a straightaway. Alright. Whatever, let's get into the race. Okay. And yeah, that's another thing. If you're doing controller versus wheel, I would say that controller probably would be better to have assists on over the wheel.
The fabulous Austin, in the great state of Texas.
You have more control with a wheel, in my opinion, than you do with a controller.
And home to the US Grand Prix since 2012. The latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honor. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, around the
what's going on, Otto?
Of the wonderful Circuit of the Americas. We'll be reaching speeds of around 200 miles an hour, and there are plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the 2 DRS zones into turn 1 and the very long back straight into turn 12.
So, Nikki, did you read that Lewis Hamilton could be back for this Sunday?
After yesterday's exciting qualifying session, an immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday.
Speaking of Lewis Hamilton.
And Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Sebastian Vettel, and Ricciardo, Albon, Gasly, Norris, and Daniel Kvyat, Ocon, Sainz, Sergio Perez, and Stroll, Russell, Magnussen,
Russell starting 15th,
and Antonio Giovinazzi, Grosjean, and Kimi.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix.
Well, this is going to be good for me because I'm starting on the outside.
Risks.
This is good for me starting on the outside because everybody is going to hard brake at the top of the hill. And if I get enough space, I'm going to move to the outside, maybe run a little bit over, but go around the wide part and try and make up some spots like that. So this is what it's originally showing me. It's originally showing me a two-stop strategy, which I never like in 50% races. Two-stop strategy is just bad. One stop is mostly OP at a lot of tracks here in 50% racing. So we're going to go with a one stop, and now it says soft to medium. I think I'm going to go medium to soft. Am I going to be back in the trucks this weekend? Yes, and in fact, I'm a little disappointed that the Torah took off the previous week to Michigan because I had planned for my off week to be Daytona Road, which is upcoming. I have no idea why Torah decided, let's just take that Saturday off. Okay, that threw everything out of whack because I wanted to race Michigan. But I was going to be out of state this past weekend. Which, since Torah decided to arbitrarily move the schedule back again, unfortunately I couldn't race in Michigan. I really wanted to. Because I felt like I could have gotten a win in Michigan. So now, instead of Michigan, we got Daytona Road, and, well, that's going to be a track that I'm familiar with, but I'm not overly familiar with. So I'm still going to have to get a little bit of practice time around that to try and make myself sort of useful at it. Well, it was Thursday. I mean, it wasn't Thanksgiving at that point in time. It was Saturday. It was 2 days past Thanksgiving. It should have been fine. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go medium to soft instead. And, yeah, it's just going to be 16 laps on the medium and then 12 on the soft, as we only do a one-stop strategy. Starting in 17th, where do you think I'm going to finish? I will just forewarn you guys, I usually finish bad here. I've barely finished in the top 10. I barely finished in the top 10 when I race here, just because of the fact that Coda and those S's and those turns on the back part of the track always fuck with me. They always do. Hey, what's going on, Wolf? Alright, let's kick this pig. Oh, bad start. Horrible start. Like I said, going around the outside. And, oh, hey, look at that. We're in 11th place. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why are you braking? Why are you braking right there? Oh, what the fuck was that even? Alright, that's flashback number 1, unfortunately. Whoa! As I just got bullied by Alcon there. Yeah, the AI is very OP through the corners. Through the S's here. So unfortunately, that's one flashback used out of 3. And it just so happened to be right on the very first lap. You're gonna start a debate. Uh-oh. What are you guys debating on, Wolf Gamer? And of course, keep it civil. Yes, I know you're a moderator already, but keep it civil, dude. Uh-oh, somebody's already into the pits. That is a Renault that has gone into the pits. He must have busted his wing. Ranking Final Fantasy games that you played. Alright. Well, I can tell you right now, for me, personally, Final Fantasy VIII's at the bottom. I never liked it. What am I doing with the Williams? Trying not to suck. Read the title. Trying being the very operative word here.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Am I a top 10 gamer? Bro, I'm top 10 in my own mind. Which is why I'm absolutely shit through these turns. God damn it. Well, there's flashback number 2. There's flashback number 2, and honestly, teaching me why I should not read chat and drive. Showing me why I should not read chat and drive. It's just like texting and driving, folks. Don't do it. Oh yeah, if it was based on cockpit view, yeah, I'd say I'm solidly in the top 10. Since most every other esports player plays with that T-pillar view. Hey, they can drive however they want, whatever. Driver Brian, thank you very much for the follow, sir. I remember you from yesterday. I thought you followed yesterday. But either way, thanks for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. As well as you, Ivan. Bienvenidos al stream. Is it el stream or a la stream? My Spanish is very rusty. yeah, people come into my stream and make that argument for the TV pod view because it's more viewer friendly. Which I can see why they say that, because there isn't a big pillar obstructing their view, even though it's only 3% of the view. Yeah, Battle of the Bryans. See, now Auto Matrix, we need to get Soccer with Brian in here. Probably do a draft mode with him. The battle for Ben's love. Which Brian will Ben love more? I mean, it's no contest, right? We all know the answer is Soccer with Brian. Should start a Brian off, yeah. Well, Soccer with Brian's from the States, so kind of makes sense that he would call it, name it Soccer. Haptic feedback, is that's a typo. I don't know what you mean there, Gemini. What is haptic feedback? You gotta answer me that question first, because I don't know what that means. Yeah, you're right. I don't play with PS5 controllers. I'm playing on PC. Oh, shit. Oh, that was so bad. Plus, PS5 just came out. PS5 just came out. I have no interest in getting any new console.
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
So I have not looked into anything about the Series X. I have not looked into anything about the PS5. I have no interest in getting a new console. So I have no idea what any of that means. I assume Astro's Playroom is a game. It's not a game I've ever heard of or heard announced. Shit. Also, hey, it's not a Gendo race without me getting a time penalty, so cheers to that. I probably did as I was thrashing wildly around over here. I would not be surprised if I damaged Perez. I said, I was thrashing wildly around these S's. I never liked the S's. I never liked driving the S's here at Coda. For me, driving through the S's here is all about survival. Yeah, I saw him drop back. I didn't see him pit. Yeah, honestly, Monaco is my least favorite track to drive here. I like watching it IRL, but it is my least favorite track to drive in this game. It's a very annoying track. It's very narrow, very tight. It's a track that gives you no room for error at all. Yes, I have in the past. Go take a look at my VODs that either say Monaco or what's it, race 6 or 7 on the calendar? Wherever it says race 7 in a few of those VODs, you can see me racing it. Or you can also check out my YouTube channel, Gendo66, or I am uploading all my career modes. My career mode streams. So you can see my Monaco races there. Oh, you can see my 100% wet Monaco race in my team career if you really want to. And see the 2-hour fucking slog that was. Yeah, that shit was not what I would consider fun at all. 2 hours of slipping and sliding, 100% distance Monaco in the super wet. That's probably the worst day of my driving career. But I did it for you, chat. You wanted it. And I said I'd do 100% Monaco at the beginning of the season, so... It's just that the F1 gods decided to reward my hubris with it being raining throughout the entirety of the race. F1 gods thought I was too cocky. Yeah, that 100% wet Monaco is just the fucking worst. Oh, Tykesman, Wolf. Have you guys had a chance to take a look at the formation that I posted in the FM chat? Honestly, if you have fast players, that formation works wonders. That 4-2-4, advanced 4-4-2. Yeah, that wet Monaco was season 3 of my team career. And it was the fucking worst, man. It was god-awful. See, Will, I said I'd go through with it.
George is in the pits. George in the pits.
I said I'd go through with it for chat. Like I said, it took almost 2 hours to do, but I did it. Why does coming out of that curve the way I do not give me grip? Yeah, J-Ro, looking back up the chat, specifically for Monaco, retire from session. Specifically for Monaco. Signs, did you not see what I did to Perez? I'll do it to you too. Hey, he's probably going to be coming into the pits anyway. As most everybody that's on the soft tire is going to be coming into pit now. I kind of want to go on the hard tires, personally. Oh, the 4-3-3 V formation? That's always a good one, too. Especially if you want to play defensive, if you're playing away. Shit. Oh yeah, I personally favor a 4-2-3-1 as well. Like, that's been my go-to formation for years and years. But that honestly didn't do all that great in Wales for me. So I was tinkering around with it after a string of losses, draws. And I saw I had enough players to do a 4-4-2, so I did a 4-4-2. That worked. And then figured, okay, let's see if we can make it a little bit more advanced. Let's make it a little bit more attacking, so I made it a 4-2-4. And hell, in Wales, if you get anybody with like a double 12 or a double 13, that's fast. That's fast for lower league Wales. Double 12, double 13 can win you games, as far as players go. Yeah, I'm an Everton fan, personally, but I'm doing a British and Irish save, also known as the British Steel Challenge, the British Isles Challenge, where I have to win every single trophy in the UK and Ireland, with the caveat being that I have to start unemployed with no coaching badges, and I can only play players with a British or Irish nationality. So English, Scottish, Welsh, Irish, Northern Irish. This was a challenge that originally started on Sorted Out SI. If you've ever been to that website, it's one of the many Football Manager fan sites. So that was the first one I really grabbed a hold of. It started there in 2012, and believe it or not, I was the first one to beat it in 2014. On Sorted Out SI's website, I was the first one to beat that challenge in 2014. Since then, 2 other people have beaten it, but I think the fact of the matter that it is such a long-term save that has such restrictive rules, there aren't really a lot of people that try it every year. There really are not a lot of people that try to take on that challenge every year, so it's kind of just one of those challenges that fall by the wayside. Nope, it has to be primary nationality, Tykesman, because believe me, I've looked, as I was scouting for players to bring into my Welsh side, like, Yeah, French first as their first nationality, but Welsh as their second. Like, nope, can't do that. The rules state their primary nationality has to be British or Irish. However, it does not matter if you sign foreign coaches. Foreign coaches, foreign scouts, foreign physios, doesn't matter. The coaches do not abide by those rules. It's the players only that have to abide by it.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Yeah, Red, that's what I decided to do as my save. Oh, really? Okay, no, I'm not gonna take the 6-second time penalty. That is my third and final flashback, though. No, I wouldn't say that, because what if you want to bring somebody of English, Scottish, or just British and Irish back over from the continent? That's where the foreign scouts come into play. And yeah, with the Brexit rules really coming down this year, the Academy challenges are going to be skyrocketing, which, yeah, we could very well see the return of the British Steel Challenge. A return of prominence, maybe?
Information on Raikkonen.
Call it
They
prominence?
are out of the race.
Kimmy, my dad! My father! He's out of the race! Oh, you hate to see it. Okay, if I come into pit now, I'm gonna be coming out 15th, which is not a good look. I'll do you one better there, Matthew. I did a Basque challenge with Athletic Bilbao for only Basque players. That was on my Football Manager channel of Gendo FM. That still is up on that channel, by the way. That's nothing else is going to get added to that YouTube channel. That's kind of there just for historical purposes now. But yes, I did an 8-season Bilbao challenge with only Basque players. I've tried several other challenges in the past. I've done a Pentagon Hexagon challenge and completed that. What is Basque? Basque is a region of Spain that they like to claim semi-autonomy and try to act as their own country. I've tried the San Marino challenge in the past, and it just never worked out. It was doomed from the start. But yeah, the Basque region is in the north of Spain. That also gets, that juts a little bit into the southwest of France. So that's why you see some French Basque players, like Stéphane Ruffier, like Aymeric Laporte.
In this lap, push now.
See, the thing with that type of challenge is in the game, they allow you to scout for Basque nationality. If you try to do a Catalonia challenge, that's going to be harder because there is no way to scout for Catalan nationality. The Basque nationality is coded into the game, but Catalan is not. Well, yeah, Matt, that's the Catalan way of spelling Catalonia. have turned in much earlier. Shit. Leclerc spun out. Leclerc spun out. He was coming up alongside me and he spun out.
Complete, go now.
That may be a little bit
Up
controversial
to
by
speed
me.
now. Let's get some heat into
But
those
Leclerc
tires.
was coming alongside me, and he may have tapped me. I don't know. I didn't feel it. But he spun out.
Some information on Vettel. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car.
Oh, that was Vettel? I thought that was Leclerc. Well, Ferrari, nonetheless. Hey, what's going on? Bye-bye. Uh-oh. Going too fast. Yeah, Tykesman, I'm not doubting a Catalonian national team. In fact, just recently, the Basque national team played Costa Rica in a friendly. Yeah, they actually played a proper nation in a friendly. And actually beat them. They beat Costa Rica in said friendly. I have researched that, yes, I know about the Catalonian national team. I know that it exists. I don't know who actually played for it. You said Puyol did. But the Catalan national team is not in Football Manager, and neither is the Basque national team.
George is coming in for his stop.
Alright, that's going to put us up now into 8th place. Couple more rounds of pit stops. Dude, man, I wish I had a Snuggie to say the same, because it is a little cold back here in my office now. I think I may have a draft for my window. I'm going to have to see if there's any holes over there to caulk up. Yeah, like I said, this is the one room that has the worst air circulation in my entire condo, where it gets ungodly hot back here. It's actually not hot back here anymore, which leads me to believe that I'm probably getting a draft from my window, or from the molding around the window. Probably have to caulk up. Ah, I keep fucking missing that turn in. I'm turning in too late. But either way, thanks for stopping on by. Bye. 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 There we go. Shit, there it is again. But like I said, I'm running on soft tires, so I should have the speed to make the runs on anybody in front of me that's running on medium or hard tires. Fuck 'em. Fuck me! Filled with Barca and Espanyol. Yeah, because they're mostly the Catalan guys. Pretty much everybody on those teams are Catalan. Yes, I did see about that on Twitter, where the fourth official was translating to calling one of either the coaches or the players the black guy when trying to address him. And that's what sparked PSG and forget who the other team was to get off the pitch. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter a while ago, dude. I mean, it's fine you put it on Discord, but yeah, I saw it a while ago. That's why we have the Discord, for anybody that missed it. I don't know what you mean, Madness. What do you mean by you don't see shit? I can see perfectly fine. Oh, it's Istanbul, okay. No, I missed it because I was going too fast and I missed my braking zone. Or even if I wasn't looking and trying to find the driving line, I would have been looking for clues around me on the track to figure out where my my braking, my turn in, etc. all should be. That was dumb. That was honestly dumb, and honestly, I did not mean to do that. That was a complete accident doing what I did to Stroll there. I wanted to get up on the inside of him. I did not mean to hit him. That was dumb. I could have fucked up my front wing. I don't have any more flashbacks, by the way. I used up all my flashbacks. So I don't know why I did that. If I fucked my front wing, that pretty much was going to be race over for me. So yeah, it was a complete stupid move on my part. Yeah, that referee, I don't know what he was thinking. I believe it was the Romanian, and he said the Romanian word for black. I don't know if it was for black person or for black the color, but that was what was translated as what it was. How much fuel I got left? Oh, I got enough fuel that I can do rich for quite a ways of this track. Oh, he did say the proper word. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a no-no. that's a big fucking no-no in today's day and age. And you can't really get away with saying, oh, he's from a different country and the culture is different there. Nah, you gotta know better than that. You can't really get away with that. Not in this day and age. God, how am I not within a fucking second of Carlos Sainz? This is annoying. Well, I will say this, if I can get ahead of 3 seconds of Stroll, I'll keep my 7th place. Yeah, I saw that video. Oh my god, he was fucking laying him the lumber verbally. Demba Ba was mighty pissed.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Also, how about Juventus beating Barcelona to go top of the table? Top of their group. And Manchester United losing to RB Leipzig. Oh, the lockup is real. Manchester United losing to RB Leipzig to go into the Europa League. You gotta feel that Ole is out if they lose to Man City this weekend. I also like how Paul Pogba wants to leave the club, yet he scored a goal for him. I'm surprised that he even got on the pitch for him. Oh, they ruled it as Maguire? Okay. It originally popped up as Paul Pogba. I did not see the reversal. Ooh, Carlos Sainz with a little tire spin. You got 4 laps to go when we come to the line, and I'm actually in the points. Which I may or may not have been guilty of taking out a couple of people in order to do it. I may or may not have accidentally taken out a couple of people in order to get this position. I forgot, I probably should have upped my differential so that my tires wouldn't have worn out as fast. Shit. Juve can't afford to pay the players. Barcelona can't afford to pay their players either. That's why Barcelona is potentially could be going bankrupt next year. I think they were talking about a UEFA salary cap like years ago. But none of the big teams wanted to go for it because, of course, they wanted to spend the money. They wanted to spend their money to sign the biggest players to whatever deals they wanted. Oh, Vazzy, the higher the differential, the lower the tire wear. The higher the differential, lower the tire wear because the tires aren't, Oh, yeah, I was gonna say it's not because they don't have the right contact patch on it, but I do know from what was told to me, the higher differential in layman's terms is that it will be less of a wear on the tires, unless I do something like that. I miss my braking zone. That's what was told to me, which is why, under caution, you should set your differential all the way up to 100 so that you get the minimum tire wear when you're running your caution laps. %, which is the lowest, gives you the most grip. It gives you the most grip with the road. But will also wear out your tires faster. I hope that helps, Vazzy. I know I didn't explain it all that well. I heard a follow-up coming on, and Oscar, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream tonight. Well, if you understood it from that, I guess I explained it better than I thought. It wasn't really a good explanation. Yeah, I think Vazzy is on the Discord, aren't you?
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, now unfortunately, I'm going to pass Carlos Sainz here, but it's not going to matter, because I have a 3-second time penalty on me. I'm not going to finish 6th, I'll finish in 7th. Regardless of what I did there. Now I've got 1 lap to try and get 3 seconds clear of Sainz, but that's not going to happen. It will, in fact, be another points finish. You are correct. Lewis Hamilton has won this race. As you do. Yeah, Tykesman, I'm honestly surprised that you haven't yet, if I'm gonna be honest. But then again, you deal with your points what you want to do. So there it is, we crossed the line, technically in 6th, but we finish in 7th due to the time penalty. Driver of the day, because of course I started in 17th. I move up 10 spots into points. Driver of the day.
That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure.
Well, it's Lewis
been a
Hamilton, so what do you
magnificent
expect?
season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory.
Oh, you're
today.
waiting till I'm on the
Everybody
podium
played
most of
their
the time?
part.
Gotcha.
Congratulations
So
then
Lewis
to
Hamilton
Mercedes,
wins.
your race winners today.
And who was around him? I didn't see that. It was Bottas in second and Charles Leclerc in third. Because, of course, Sebastian Vettel, we both touched, and he spun out, and his car go boom. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's the ticket there, Red 4. That is the ticket.
And now let's take a look at the driver's stand.
All right, George Russell didn't do bad. He finished in 14th, though he started in 15th, so that's a little iffy. Take a look at all the one-stop guys. Giovinazzi started 18th and finished 13th. I started 17th, finished 7th. Stroll went from 14th to 8th. Sainz 12th to 6th. Kvyat 10th to 5th. So most of the guys that did one-stops actually turned out much better than where they started. The only ones that you could say that it didn't really matter were Hamilton, Bottas, and Leclerc because they started 1, 2, 3 and they finished 1, 2, 3. Gasly even 8 to 4. So most of the people that did one stops finished a lot better than those that did two stop strat.
For Lewis Hamilton.
I was going to say the only other two that did not do well when it came to a one-stop strat, Kimi Räikkönen and Sebastian Vettel. They one-stopped, but they also DNF'd, so it didn't really matter in the end of it.
Moves further ahead at the top of the table.
Red Bull only getting 2 points thanks to Alex Albon.
Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
You look at that, we're still 24 points behind Red Bull for 7th place, but you know, we're trying to push closer to them. I would love to try and be 7th in the constructor standings before the season is out, because that was where we were. I think that was where we were last season. No, we were 8th. Well, we could try to get 7th this year. It's not that far off. It's not that far off. 24 and then 28 points behind Racing Point. So, yeah, if we put together a good set of races where I finish like top 5 and Russell gets in the points, and, well, Red Bull and Racing Point then have to, you know, start doing poorly themselves, I think we could slowly creep our way up to 7th place. It's possible.
I have to give it to O'Brien. There was a lot going on.
With 3 races left to go, I think it's possible.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective.
Oh, what do you...
Let's have yours.
What does Claire want?
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Yes. Yes, we did.
You're beating all expectations. Would you say we all underestimated you?
Well, I always got a big ups to the team
Do you
because
think this
that'll
team
help
are
me out
performing
with
as
my
well as they
driver
could do?
claim. Do you think Alpha are performing as well as they could? No. No, they are not.
It was more like dodgems.
And I am never answering that question because that question is always
Great.
asked
Well, that's
after I
everything.
touch somebody once. If I touch somebody once, she asks that question. She always asks a collision question. It's going to be another lost, a lost rivalry. I can already tell. Charles has already beaten me. Can never get that right. Ooh, 2 things got upgraded. On my R&D tree, 2 things got upgraded right away. So we're going to go and immediately start boosting that one up. And I think I saw this one get boosted too. Yep, that one got boosted. So let's get that going. So one thing on the arrow got completed, one thing on the chassis got completed, so immediately we're going to start building another piece on that because I have enough R&D points, thankfully. Is there anything else? I do think we have some others coming down the pipe. Yeah, as you can see right there, energy store and control electronics for both for durability potentially can get done right now. Please, yes they do.
Completed without issue.
All right, so our durability at this point in time is 5th on the grid. We are dead middle in terms of durability. We had the potential of going even higher than that, but I think some of the other cars around us built up their durabilities the same time as we did. So we're 5th in there. Hell yeah, Blurst! Gotta rep good old Pizza Planet, especially the OG Toy Story. Cannot go wrong with that. I got a few more. I say a few more. Like half my shirts are pop culture references. Whether it's from movies, animated, video games, like half my shirts are pop culture references. I love me my Toy Story. I like Toy Story 2, not as much as the first, of course. And Toy Story 3, I'd like to forget everything past Toy Story 2 because I just did not like 3 or 4. I just didn't. Honestly, man, I really liked Toy Story 1 and 2, but I cannot say I like 3 and 4. I was not a fan. And that hurts me because I just felt like at that point in time there wasn't really a story to continue. Yeah, they wanted to go the whole, oh, Andy grew up and whatnot. What do the toys do when, the owner doesn't want them anymore? And they want to go and try that storyline. I just didn't really like it. Personally, I didn't like it. It's okay, though. If you liked it, that's great. But me, personally, I did. Nothing in our facilities is being built up. As far as the R&D goes, yeah, we're getting there. We're already getting there with our car damn near built out to max at spec 2. Your son's favorites is Toy Story 4, and it pains me as he wants it on constantly on repeat. See, that's when you know that it's gonna grate on you, and it's gonna turn from something that you liked into something that you hate if it just plays constantly over and over and over again. That to me, that repetition and like immediately doing it every day, back to back to back, especially if it's something that you love, it'll grate on you. And believe me, I've done it before. Hell, you just gotta look back at me doing Football Manager for years and years, like almost every day, and it'll grate on you. It'll turn something in that you once loved into something that you absolutely despise because you're just constantly inundated with it. I highly recommend it, bye-bye. Like, definitely 1 and 2. Not so much 3 and 4, but if you can go back and watch the original Toy Story and Toy Story 2, which came out in 94 and 96. It was either 94 and 96 or 95 and 97. It came out in the mid-90s, both those movies. I highly recommend it. And my phone is now blowing up. Probably because I'm shit talking Toy Story. That's probably what it is. I've got people yelling at me like, Toy Story, it's such a good series of films. Oh, granted, it did have some moments, but 3 and 4 was just on a whole, they were not all that good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does make sense. Gumball Watterson. Hey, I know that reference. I've watched a little bit of Gumball in my time. Can't say I've watched all of it, but thanks for the follow, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you enjoy the stream. All right, let's get into the Mexican Grand Prix. Actually, before I get into said Mexican Grand Prix.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Blurst Bucky, thanks for the follow as well. Gonna drop this down to 90 for practice. It's 95 and 99. Okay, yeah, I knew the first one was mid-90s. I thought that the second one was relatively quick right after. I didn't know it was 99. Didn't remember. Sorry, it was 99. Yeah, that's the thing, Bix. I do actually have the full FM21. I said I'd never go back after 18 months, and I went back to it. But even then, I cannot play it for more than a couple hours because, I don't know, it just, to me, I'd rather not burn myself out on it again by playing the set 8 hours like you said. I'm only doing it for like a couple hours at a time, like 3 or 4 matches, and then just walking away because I don't want to burn myself out. That's all it is. Please don't let there be rain. Okay, there is no rain for the Mexican Grand Prix. See, this is the season that I want to have. I want to have no rain the entirety of a race season. The entirety of a race calendar dry. Because I love dry racing. I absolutely hate driving in the wets. Not a fan. Okay, let me drop back to my practice engine. We're good with that. Alright, let's get into practice. Yeah, I know, Blurst. Makes me feel old. Full disclosure, I'm 33. I just turned 33 this year. 95, that's when I was 8. Fond memories. And hell, 95 was also the year that the Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers movie came out. I saw that first fucking day. I saw that day one because I was a gigantic Power Rangers nerd when I was a kid.
We're going to be logging some extra data during this session. Nothing you need to worry about, but as we have some new parts, we'll just confirm they're performing to spec.
Very nice. Okay, let's move over to the Mexican setup. You're 33, you're 32, you're 45. Christ. I mean, I say that, but, I mean, I understand age is a thing, but that's okay. I did not mean to say it like that, bye-bye. Did not mean to be that mean. Suspension, 110, man, Jesus. 4, 8, 3, 4, brakes, 5, and the tires should be the same. Yeah, the tires are the same. New Mexico, and I'm not talking about the state. I'm talking about my car setup.
If you want to know specific information or
I will say this.
to the car during a pit stop,
I will
you
say
can sign.
this. I am 33 in age, but my knees feel like they're fucking 60 because of my time playing football, offensive and defensive lineman back in high school. I racked my knees so many times playing football, it's not even funny. They go click. They go click-clack every time I, bend down to pick something up. You know the Power Rangers theme? The Go Go Power Rangers. Hell, Wolf, myself and Q-Ball can go and give you a primer on Power Ranger stuff because we knew each other in college, and he was an even bigger Power Ranger guy than I was. And when I say Power Ranger, it's more like Super Sentai, the Japanese versions. He was also big into like Kamen Rider and all those tokusatsu series. I mean, do I have to play the Power Rangers theme just so you guys can remember exactly what it was? Do I have to risk DMCA? I mean, I risk it every single time I stream, so it's not like it's gonna matter. Do I have to go and risk my channel just for the glory of Power Rangers? I think we got it. I think we got it, right? We got it. We gotta risk it for the biscuit, right? Because how can you not like, and we're gonna do the, hold on, yeah, we're gonna go with this. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong Power Rangers theme, because there's only one that I recognize on this channel, and it is specifically this one right here. And we gotta turn this bad boy up. Because, come on, guys. You gotta recognize the OG Power Rangers theme. Lies on this side. Go, go, Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers! Oh, it's fucking amazing, man. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers! Oh, this was the OG shit, man. That was my shit back in the day. I love the ever-loving fuck out of that. I woke up every Saturday morning to watch that shit. That was awesome. That is childhood memories right there. Alright, let's turn this shit back down. So I don't blow out mine and your guys' eardrums. Yeah, that was very, very coincidental, Gumball. That was super, super coincidental. It was only for, like, the first 2 seasons, too. You prefer Head Chala? Oh, for Dragon Ball. Yes, Ivan Ooze, the villain of the movie. Or the opening cutscene where they were skydiving snowboards. Skydiving with snowboards. Or sky surfing, if you will. Hell yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Shit, is this going to turn into the nostalgia? This is going to turn into a nostalgia trip, isn't it? Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Let's hop aboard the Fields trip. Courage the Cowardly Dog was amazing for its time.
Okay, test complete, and that was a very...
There we go. You got a 39 centimeter figure of Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Very nice. Recess. I remember Recess a little bit. Because it was always playing. I remember that was the one show before I went to go bowling. Like, I was part of Youth Bowling League that went on Saturdays. And during the morning, I remember that was the one show I would watch before going to bowling. Clifford, I didn't really watch. Arthur, I didn't watch a lot. My sister did because she was younger than me. Same thing with Blue's Clues. Like that, those 2 shows I didn't watch all that much, but my sister did because she was younger than me. See, Bix is calling out all the old Cartoon Network stuff. Tom and Jerry, Dexter's Lab, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Powerpuff Girls, again. Hell, I won't even say it was because of my sisters. I fucking loved Powerpuff Girls back in the day, too. Just want to see what the fuck was going on with Mojo Jojo and his bullshit. Like, yeah, my sisters watched that show. Fuck it, I love that show. I'll admit it. I got no shame.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The Duck Pond Sailors, thanks for the follow, dude. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, what other OG Cartoon Network shows were there? Johnny Bravo? Robot Dinosaurs. Zoids? Are you thinking about Zoids? There was Transformers Beast Wars, could be the other one that you're thinking of. Which, speaking of bad CGI shows, how about Reboot? Who remembers Reboot? And I'm not talking about the fucking new one that came out a few years ago. I'm talking OG Reboot. Yeah, warning, incoming game. That used to be my opening screen at the very, very beginning of my streaming schedule. At the very, very earliest part of my streaming days here on Twitch back in 2013, 2014, warning incoming game was my starting screen. But I was a massive Reboot fan back in the day. Crap. This is why going too fast has its flaws. Ren and Stimpy I caught a little bit of because it was on at late nights. So I only have a very, very fractured memory of Ren and Stimpy. Ah, yes, Cat Dog. Hey, if we're gonna go old Nickelodeon shows then, okay, Cat Dog, Angry Beavers. Anybody remember that?
Program.
We might as well go even older. Fucking Doug. And here's the thing. People either really love or really hate Doug. Like, there's no in between when it comes to the show Doug. And Rugrats too. If we're going about that same time frame, Doug, Rugrats. Talking about early to mid 90s Nickelodeon. Physics R6, thanks for the follow, dude. Like I said, all of a sudden this stream just turned into Nostalgia Trip. Peaky and the Brain. Oh yeah, Animaniacs, Peaky and the Brain, and I'm actually loving the reboot. I'm loving the new episodes. Seriously, you watch the new episodes now, and you go back and watch the old ones, and it's not that different. They pretty much have kept the same comedy timing, the same humor, from the last time they aired until now. They have not missed a beat. So that being said, if you have not watched the new Animaniacs, I highly recommend that you do. Yeah, looks like I'm not going to get this qualifying one.
We didn't really get the data we need.
Yeah, I know we didn't get the data. It was a pile of shit. Yeah, Blurst, you were the one that started this because we all mentioned the good old Pizza Planet t-shirt. And I've had this for... I've never worn this on stream. I've had this for like a couple of years now. But I never just wore it on stream. I have... You know, it never crossed my mind, really. I will say the oldest pop culture shirt that I have in my collection is a Simpsons shirt. Because I got it when I was in 8th grade. This would have been... And it still fits me, by the way. I got it back 17 years ago. When I was in 8th grade. It's the many moods of Homer Simpson. Which is basically Homer Simpson at all hours of the day, mostly sleeping, except for the lunch break. Where the lunch break is him eating a donut. But then the rest of it is him sleeping again. Oh, to the new comedies of like Rick and Morty and BoJack Horseman and all of them. See, that's the thing. Rick and Morty and BoJack Horseman are designed to be like older teen, young adult type of comedy. Whereas Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain are like wink wink nudge nudge. Like it's supposed to be kids in young teen comedy, but they have the wink wink nudge nudge stuff for the adults and whatnot. Which is what gives it its charm. So I can't really say that it's really all that comparable with like those type of shows, like Rick and Morty and BoJack Horseman and all that. Those shows aren't even comedies either. I would not call them comedies. I see we got some Beyblade fans in the chat. I was not into Beyblade, personally. Come on, everybody, we gotta find Prince. Hey, I found Prince! No, I meant fingerprints. I don't think so. Yep. Pretty much that joke. Or Yakko, would you like to show us how to conjugate on the board? No thanks, miss. I've never even kissed a girl before. Conjugate, consummate. Once again, one of those wink wink nudge nudge smart adult jokes that goes over the heads of kids that are watching it. I saw a little bit of Billy and Mandy. I saw a little bit of Invader Zim. Not enough to say I'm a fan of either one of those shows, but I was aware of them. I was absolutely aware of them when I was little. I say little, those came on when I was a teenager. See, now Wolfgamer's just busting out old Looney Tunes, which I fully appreciate, because I loved me some Daffy Duck back in the day. I will never not say no to some good old Looney Tunes, whether it be Bugs and Daffy, or Sylvester and Tweety, Roadrunner and Coyote. Why'd I choose Williams? Because they were the worst car on the grid, and I wanted a challenge. Codename Kids Next Door is another one of those shows that came on as I was becoming a teenager and wasn't really all that interested. Wild Thornberrys, though. Want to talk about Nickelodeon shows right at the start of the new millennium that fucking banged hard? With, of course, Tim Curry as the father. The bumbling father. Rocket. Yeah, this has just turned into nostalgia. This has just turned into Brian Gendo, the Nostalgia Channel. I will say this, I do not want to become the Nostalgia Critic. That gig is not for me. Loved Courage Lark. Loved it to death. Dragon Tales was something that my youngest sister watched. I had no time for. Samurai Jack. Both old and new. The new season, like, that came out a couple of years ago, that was pretty solid continuation of the series. Yeah, can you believe that the continuation, that all brand new season of Samurai Jack came out 3 years ago now? It came out in 2017. Y'all are listing off shows, and I can't even react to the ones that has been said, like, 5 minutes ago. Hell, not even, like, 3 minutes ago. Shit. Told the Drama, never watched. Foster's Home, I caught a little bit of it. It was not one that I would go out of my way to make time for, but if it was on, I'd watch it, if nothing else was on. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, Duck Pond. It was just not what I was expecting tonight, but I'm okay with it. Oh, I don't need to drop down the third going in there. That's dumb by me. Now, that was a show I never watched and only knew about it. I actually knew about it when I got into college. Clone High. That was what Gumball Watterson just posted right there. That was from Clone High. And I never knew about that until I got to college, which was way after its air date. I didn't even know what channel it aired on. Wasn't it MTV? Because that show had some adult humor in it. For sure, it had some adult humor in it. I think it aired on MTV. Along with Beavis and Butthead and Daria. Which I knew about those two shows and did watch at the time. But I never saw Clone High when it came out. And only knew about it until much later. Much after it was done airing. Yeah, when did Clone High come out? Now I'm curious. 2002. So it aired my freshman year of high school. Which is actually a lot later than I thought it was. I thought it actually aired back in the late 90s. But either way, all the same, I did not know about Clone High until I got to college in 2006. So it was well past done by the time I got to it. But if we want to talk about like, the MTV era stuff, ooh. Well, we can't say South Park because that was on Comedy Central the entire way. But Beavis and Butthead, Daria, and who can forget? It may not have been animated in a traditional sense, but it was claymated. Who can forget Celebrity Deathmatch? Oh, I lived for Celebrity Deathmatch, especially since, of course, that was big during the WWF Attitude Era as well, and they got Stone Cold on it several times. Oh, that shit was funny as hell. That shit was so funny. Yeah, personally, I agree with the Dexter's Lab Gumball. I didn't really watch Chowder. And like I said, same thing with the Amazing World of Gumball. I didn't really watch it. I was aware of it, yes, but I didn't go out of my way to watch it. Alright, get my race engine in. Yeah, now you're going into real life shows, or live action shows, and everybody hates Chris, and according to Jim, nah. Sitcoms, here's the thing. Sitcoms I never made time for when I was younger. Never made time for it. Like, in my young, stupid brain, tried to get into, like, Friends and Seinfeld, just to see what was going on with those shows, and never really clicked. I never really cared about them. Also, probably because I was too young and dumb to get some of those jokes. But I just never really cared about sitcoms when I was younger. And everybody hates Chris according to Jim. Those were early 2000s, so that was during high school, going into college. But I never really cared about them. I can't really say even nowadays, I can't really say that there's a sitcom out there that I would go out of my way to watch. Like, I won't go out of my way to go back watching Friends or go back and watch Seinfeld and see what I missed, because I just really don't care. I just lost all interest in trying to do that. Oh yeah, we mentioned Tom and Jerry earlier, Gumball. Yeah, I think you just missed it. Kids Next Door. Once again, it's another show that I was aware of and maybe caught an episode or two, but it wasn't something that I was going to go out of my way to watch. Darkwing Duck, or just DuckTales in general. Hell yeah, bud. Oh no. No. If we're gonna go old school, early 90s awesomeness, we gotta go with Bruce Timm, and we gotta go with the New Adventures of Batman. The New Adventures of Batman from 92 to 95, where of course it was the Mark Hamill Joker and Kevin Conroy Batman. That was the shit back in the day. Bar none. That was my jam. Alright, take it easy, Gumball. X-Men 2, yeah, on Fox Kids. X-Men, Spider-Man to a little bit as well. I didn't even go so far as to say is the Spider-Man show on Fox Kids was pretty solid. Well, Attack on Titan is an anime, Gumball, which I did see most of it. I haven't watched all of it. But if we're going to continue on with animation and keeping with the Titan theme, Teen Titans. Teen Titans was fucking solid as a show. Raise your hand if you saw Teen Titans and you loved it. You loved the hell out of it. I know I can't be the only one. Of course the original Red. I do not recognize that bastardization that they came out with a few years ago. You can keep your Teen Titans Go. I do not recognize that show. Alright, that's fine. Tucker missed a field goal and he hit 70 straight before that miss. Ooh, well, not everybody can be perfect. Yeah, absolutely. OG Teen Titans, much better than whatever that pastel Teen Titans Go was. No, achieved. We're talking about the OG. OG Teen Titans was much, much better. Alright, so I need to get fucking 6/10 faster. How? How do I get 6/10 faster on this type of track? Yeah, from what I heard, J-Ro, that it did have self-referential
1 minute to go.
humor. But it was more tailored to a younger audience compared to the original Teen Titans, which was aimed at, well, teens. And it was actually pretty well done, storyline-wise, action-wise, just all over. Wolfgamer needs to get his nostalgia on. Aw, really? I did not think I went that far over. Alright, I probably moved up a couple of spots, but I'm not getting out of Q1, sadly. 19th, oi. Oi, that's not good. Yeah, there were definitely some trouble spots in there. Starting 19th, I feel like I have to do a one-stop strategy. I think I have to go medium to hard. How'd the US Grand Prix go? Oh, no worries, Delios. Actually, it went a lot better than expected. I qualified in 17th, but I ballsed out with a one-stop strategy going medium to soft, and I finished in 7th. And hell, on the first lap, I went around the outside. I avoided contact with anybody, and I avoided going off track, but I went around the outside of turn 1, and I went up from 17th to 11th right on the first turn. But I finished in 7th place overall.
Welcome along to the most populous city in North America and home now to the Mexico City Grand Prix. It's a sellout crowd as usual here at one of the shortest circuits on the Formula One calendar. So who, I wonder, will the crowd cheer on today?
Ah, shit, didn't mean to do that.
To the top step of the podium.
Kimi Räikkönen.
Rodriguez.
Kimi Räikkönen with Daniel Ricciardo
take full advantage of their cars,
is going to replace him once he retires.
220 miles per hour and providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right and the remaining 7 going to the left. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's
who went
race.
where?
Valtteri Bottas lines up on
Bottas is on
position,
pole.
and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Albon, Max Verstappen, and Gasly, Vettel, Ricciardo, Norris, and Carlos Sainz. Ocon, Kvyat, Sergio Perez, and Russell, Magnussen, Grosjean, Lance Stroll,
Russell starting 14th,
Antonio
nice.
Giovinazzi, O'Brien, and Kimi Räikkönen finishes off the grid. It's almost...
And I get to share the back row with my father. Oh yeah, that's right, Bucky. The current story with me is because Kimi Räikkönen is my idol, or my favorite F1 driver, we have christened him as my father, my Lord and Savior, my mentor, and my father, as far as F1 canon goes for me. So, yeah, take that what you will. As I may mention before, we're probably going to do a two-stop strategy. I know it says soft to medium, but I feel like I feel like medium to hard is probably the way to go. Here, let me edit the strategy and see what that says. Like, how much time would I lose? If I went medium to hard, I mean, I would have the durability. I wouldn't have the speed, but I definitely would have the durability. And plus, one-stop strategy. One-stop is OP, and we all know that one-stop in Mexico is very hard to do, much like as it was in Bahrain and China. It's very hard to do because it takes its toll on the tires. So I feel like starting on the higher durability tire and only making that one-stop, yes, while I'm sacrificing the speed, I'm going to make up for it later on in the race by gaining back those 25 seconds that I normally would be in the pits for. I would be gaining it back just by not making that pit stop. So I feel like this is going to be the strategy, even though it says I'm going to be losing 8 seconds. Fuck it. I'm just going to go with this strategy and see how well it will get me. And actually, if I do this one, the soft, hard, it says I'm actually going to get 4 seconds faster. Well, obviously, because I'm going to be on the softer tires. But I just don't think that that's going to be a good idea. What if I go soft, medium? Come on. Soft, medium. So yeah, something like that. 11, 12, 13. That actually looks like a solid strategy, that soft, medium, but Mexico chews up tires. I know Mexico just eats the ever-loving hell out of those tires, and I just don't feel confident with starting on the soft. Look at this. Kevin Magnussen's going to be starting on the hard tires, so Kevin's probably going to run hard medium. So, yeah, everyone else is going to run soft tires, and they're all more than likely going to do two-stop. Kevin Magnussen running hards. I'm going to run mediums. And we're probably going to have alternate strategy. He's going to be pitting for mediums, whereas I'm going to pit for the hards. Let me check one more thing. Hold on. Let me check one more thing before I get into this. What if I go hard soft? Obviously, you know, medium hard, that's probably going to be the strategy that I'll do. What if I go hard soft? Move stint. Like, what would this do? Like, if I did something like this, would it be too ballsy to try and do hard soft? I'm still getting the one-stop strat. I'm on the most durable tire. I think that this would probably be the better option. Go hard to soft. Would you agree? Soft hard might be better. Let's try and see what it says. As far as time-wise. So if I come in after lap 13 and then just go out on the hard tire. See, here's the thing that I don't like, is that the fact is, everyone else around me is going to be on another set of softs and then go to the mediums. So already I know that the speed factor is going to work against me. No matter what option I choose, I know the speed factor is going to work against me. High fuel on hards is horrible. Yeah, but I'm in the middle of a pack, their daddy eat. But if I can work my way around and like gain a couple of places before coming into the pits, maybe that could actually work. But like I said, going this strategy, I'm already going to be hindered by the speed aspect later on in the race, where everyone's going to get fresh softs. I'll be on hards. And then later on, it's going to be mediums to my hards. Oh, I could fight on the soft tires, for sure. I could fight on the soft tires, but I'm not going to try and fight it on the hards. So we'll try and run with this. We'll go soft to hard and see how that goes. And once again, as always, 3 flashbacks, maximum as a rule. Whoa! It's lights out and away we go here in Mexico. And we're locking up into turn 1. Sorry, George, I want points. All right, so we moved up 4 spots. And no one's going to send it in the baseball section. Yeah, absolutely no one was going to send it in the baseball section. Uh-oh, here comes George. Hey, what's going on, Lou? Yeah, just cut right through. Doesn't even matter. Forget the time penalties. Uh-oh, there goes George. George just told me fuck my position and all that. Yeah, that's why I think I'm going to turn my differential up personally. If I turn my differential up, it's going to make it so that the tires are not going to get worn out as fast. Daddy E, thanks for the follow, dude. I've got a chat box in the bottom left-hand corner of my driving screen, Lou. So I can just glance at it every now and then and see what you guys are talking about. I've gotten increasingly better at it. But yeah, the tire management aspect is basically keep the differential high, like 60-65%, so that my tires don't get worn out. The higher the differential, the less the tires get worn out theoretically. That's because I was catching Russell's draft. I was catching his dirty air. So yeah, lap 13, maybe lap 14. Strategy is not set in stone. I knew it. As soon as I ticked up in the 7th gear there, I knew I was going to go over. Well, I'm just used to racing in cockpit view. Basically, you're just racing whatever feels comfortable and is most enjoyable for you. For me, I have just been used to cockpit view for as long as I've been doing racing games with a wheel. Where I want to get the most realistic aspect of it. To me, trying to drive in the T-pillar camera in this game, it just feels weird to me. But I know people that do it, and like I said, if it's most comfortable for you, then go ahead and do it. And yeah, that's the thing, is I don't look at the halo pillar. Like 95% of the time, I definitely don't look at the halo pillar. I'm looking around it. To the left, to the right, seeing where the turns are coming up, who's around me. I take the advice of what the actual drivers have said. They just look through the halo pillar to basically give the impression, the illusion that it's not there. Kind of like how the nose, technically your nose is in your field of vision, but your eyes, you trick your eyes to look past it so that it's not there. Same thing applies to the halo pillar. This is where I probably would love to get these eye tracking skills. Hey, thanks for the follow, Lou. This is where I'd like to have that eye tracking software to show you exactly where I'm looking at all times. Because as I said before, like maybe 5%, no more than 10% is when I'm looking down the middle.
Right, some information on Grosjean. They have an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Oh, Grosjean, he's got an issue with his car. Well, at least it's not on fire. And I am glad that he is okay. That is correct, Bucky. At least he's not. Hey, Silent, we can joke about it because he's alive, because he made it out okay. Yeah, I did not see that race live until after the crash, because when the race went live, it was like super early in the morning here in Chicago, so I wasn't going to wake up to watch it. But when I woke up and saw that the race was red flagged, I'm like, oh, what happened? And then I saw the video and saw why the race was red flagged. And I just couldn't believe what I saw on my screen. I was so glad to see him get out of the car. Because that is the last thing that we needed to have in 2020, is somebody dying from a racing accident. That is true. Yeah, you're East Coast, I'm Central. Because I'm in Chicago area. So only an hour's difference, but still. Oh, that was terrible. I don't know why I cut it that much. Yeah, hell, the earliest race this season were the Russian and Turkish Grand Prix, because they started 6 o'clock Chicago time. 6 a.m. Chicago time. There was no way I was waking up to watch those races. Hey, welcome back, bye-bye. We qualified 19th for this race. It was not a good qualifying session here. So we're going to look to try and make it up by having only a one-stop... oh, Jesus, Russell.
Green flag.
Well, I did not mean to do that, George. I'm sorry.
We're a +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Yeah, but it's not the way I...
MFD for a new strategy option.
It's not the way I wanted to gain the spot. How's my wing? Okay, my wing is, I can see a very slight discoloration. So it did take a very, very small bit of damage. But it's very minuscule.
Copy.
Wow, they want me to come in on lap 13? Yeah, just start spinning everyone left, right, and center. Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to do it. My setup is actually really cheap, bye-bye. But then again, it depends on your definition of cheap. Because this wheel is $400, and the Logitech G29 that I had before, I got it for $225. Sim racing is not a cheap hobby to get into. But it is cheaper than like a Fanatec or a Thrustmaster, where if you buy your parts separately, like create your own, you can easily get up into the $1,000 range. So I was told that I could come in on lap 16 for medium tires and run the rest of the race, you know, run 20 laps on medium tires. That's a bit ballsy, I'm not even gonna lie.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards. George is in the pits. George in the pits.
Ferrari dive bombed their teammates. Hey, I guess that's the reason why I want Ferrari to win, is because they always take the fucking cheap way out. Make meme tweets to get a Fanatec wheel. Who's to say I haven't tried? And then deleted those tweets as soon as I didn't win. Nah, I never did. I never did any of those giveaway stuff. One of your mates succeeded? Oh, nice. Yeah, obviously the odds of winning that are very, very low, because so many people sign up. And then you get some of the people that sign up just so they can have some product so they can sell it. You know, they get free product and then they try to resell it themselves just so they can have a profit, make a profit on it. Shit! Alright, I'm gonna have to take my first flashback on that one. I have no idea what I was doing and why I did it. I was trying to beat Bottas to the corner and I failed. Oh, you're talking about my computer setup. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about my racing setup, my wheel setup. Oh, so you're looking at like the PC or the Amazon blacklist that I have? The blacksmith list? Yeah, obviously if you can find those parts for cheap or on sale, both, you're gonna be golden. Oh god, here comes Hamilton. Hamilton, I wish you luck trying to go too wide through the baseball sector. Oh, the Mad Lad's actually trying it.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Uh-oh, yeah, I see the Mercedes in my rear view. They're gonna bully me. Who's my favorite F1 driver? It's Kimi Räikkönen. Though, when he retires, I'm switching allegiances to Danny Ricciardo. Because he's just such a likable guy. From watching Drive to Survive, he's like such a down-to-earth guy. I'm sure you can share a shitload of stories of stuff he's done in the past. Whether racing or not. Yeah, it's looking really, really likely that it's going to be Perez in the Red Bull seat, right?
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, I'm fucking blocking the hell out of him, Deso. I need to get into the pits anyway. Oh yeah, the McLaren team next year, Bucky, are going to be so fucking awesome to watch.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Alright, I came out 17th, and that is going to be my only stop of the race. Though, like I may mentioned before, on the hard tires, I'm sacrificing the pace. I'm already sacrificing pace just so I can, you know, stay out an extra 25 seconds. Dude, Bucky, I've been joking on stream for I don't know how many months now, saying that they're probably going to be the best team as far as, well, general happiness, I would think. Like, general overall atmosphere. They're probably going to be playing practical jokes on each other for sure, and Lando's probably going to stream part of it. Knowing Lando's nature, he's probably going to be streaming some of these practical jokes. So Shelder, thanks for the follow, dude. I don't know why I went down to third gear. There's no reason for me to drop a third gear there. Alright, so I've already used up one flashback. Grosjean's out of the session. Oh, safety car.
The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the Delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive Delta.
Well, this sucks for me, actually. This was a bad fucking time for a safety car for me. I mean, I could swap to mediums. Why don't I remove the halo? Because I like it like this, Deso?
Drop your speed. Our Delta is too low and we risk a
Salty
penalty.
Nick, thanks for the follow,
Slow your
dude.
pace immediately. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Yeah, actually now would be a good time to come in for mediums. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, B-Weeks, you can. All the options are... In fact, I can remove it right now. Like, if I want to go into preferences and go to... Shit, where would it be? Assists? No, it wouldn't be assists. It would be graphic options. No, it wouldn't be graphic options. On-screen display. I'm just going everywhere. It's like, it's got to be here, it's got to be here, it's got to be here. No, 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 no. I thought that it was somewhere in here. Like, obviously, you can turn off the rear view mirror. Rockhawk, thanks for the follow as well. It's in here somewhere. I thought it was on-screen display. And then I thought it was... Advanced setup, no. I know you can. Like, I know you can. Here we go. Camera customization. Yeah, right there. Halo column. You can turn it on and off. And you can see the, you can see that in the background right there. Oh, excuse me, B-Weeks? You better watch your mouth. Hurry up, he says. Somebody asked a question, B-Weeks. See, there's always one guy. There's always one guy in chat. Every single stream. He's not patient. But yeah, this is where you go. You go camera customization, Halo, column. And you can turn it on and off. Right there. I told you to watch your mouth, B-Weeks.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
So it looks like everybody else is coming in too.
Stop.
No, these are not my setups. Actually, if you want to check out my setups, you can go to that link. It is to a username Sarancia, and he set up a Discord where he has been making setups for this game. He's currently on version 4 of all of his setups. And I've been using all of his setups for the entirety of F1 2020.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
Alright, so I'm seeing people that are on soft tires. They are going to have to be coming into pit one more time. I am not. Yeah, Jero, he actually wanted me to get into pit right now. He wanted me to get into pit lap 16 for the medium tires. Yes, but I'm not really a fan of it. Daddy Eat. I've raced online before, but I can't really say I'm a big fan of it. I come across a lot of dickheads that just love to feel like they are the boss of the road and will bully you off whenever you try to make a pass on them. Come across them way too often. I've been playing F1 since April. Of which year? This year. F1 2019 was my first ever F1 game. Yeah, I mean, I'll go onto online every now and then, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, I love to go online. It's like my favorite mode. I prefer the career mode.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember,
Perfect. The safety car is in this lap.
Until the green flags. Safety car in this lap.
Oh, I know you're a bot. I know you're a bot there. I've seen that message many times before. Yep, there it is. There it is. I know you're a bot. And yeah, I've actually thought about doing league races before in this, but once again, I'm not really all that confident in my ability. I mean, maybe if I actually got into a league race, I'd probably gain confidence by, you know, racing around these people. But I've also thought about doing open wheel racing and iRacing too, which is my bread and butter when it comes to league racing. Because I already have done like 2-3 oval races, oval leagues in iRacing.
Fuel management has been superb all race. Keep it up.
I was gonna say, yeah, my fuel is actually pretty good. I could push hard for like the last 10 laps if I really wanted to. Yeah, but Daddy, you gotta think that part of that is driving line aided. I'm sure that in leagues, they want you to drive without the line. Like, I will be the first to tell you, I may be looking good, but part of that is driving with the line. Whereas next year, I am vowing that I'm going to be taking off the driving line and trying to drive like that. Hell, when I start Season 4, after I take my break, then, yeah, I will be driving without the driving line. Yeah, one was a ban, Delio's, another was a timeout. So basically, everybody that's on a soft tire, whoever decides to go soft tire in front, they're going to have to pit again before the race is over. So I guarantee you I'm getting 2 spots. Yep, I agree. It is all about practice. I mean, it is all about practice for me to get this far in the first place. To get where I've gotten over the last 8 months. To go from full driving line to corners only driving line. And now going to be making the jump to no driving line.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Oh yeah, Daddy, I understand that some leagues will allow for assists. But it's of my opinion where if I'm gonna be in a league, I'd rather do it, you know, try and be as realistic as possible. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to make it harder for myself. Where I feel like I've got to prove something by making it harder on myself. Yep, Grosjean's engine went boom. And it was said earlier that Grosjean, in this race, his car was slowing down. So I guess that it finally crapped out.
Caution.
Uh-oh, another caution.
Caution. Caution. The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain
Who
a positive
died?
delta.
George Russell. No, George. George, you are so bad. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton dropped down too. What the hell happened? So George Russell is out. Hamilton took a hit. Verstappen took a hit. Gasly's out of the session. Perez is out of the session. What happened? What the hell happened? Oh my god. So Russell, in just that accident right there, Russell's out, Gasly's out, and Perez is out. Can I look at the replay, or is it like too far back? No, it's too far back. We can't do that. King Mac, thanks for the follow, dude. They probably gave George Valtteri's tires. I mean, you're not wrong. But what the hell, dude? And then, yeah, Hamilton and Verstappen went in pit. Dude, I have no idea what happened. All I heard was caution. I saw a wreck in front of me, and I didn't know who was a part of it.
Okay, clear.
All I saw was caution flags come out. I saw smoke in front of me, and then all of a sudden I see wrecking. So George Russell's car, probably his engine exploded, and that's what caused Perez and Gasly to run into him.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Just trying to see. Yep, there it is. That's just wild, man. Wolf, I think we're too far gone now. It may show up in the highlights package, but I don't want to go back through the entire race just to see it. And as I said before, this is where I'd like F1 to implement the replay system that iRacing does, where you can click out a certain lap and go back and watch that lap. Oh, thank you, J-Ro. But no, that is honestly a replay system that needs to be added in. They need to add in a replay system that clips every single lap, so that you can go back and watch every single lap. Like what iRacing does. Oh, hey, look, I'm up into 6th place, and everybody that pit behind me is pitting for medium tires, by the way. I would just like to make mention, everybody that pit behind me is pitting for medium tires. So we made the big brain strat. And Magnussen in front of me is going to have to pit as well. So at the very least, we're going to stay in 6th place. I'm assuming Hamilton's going to pass me. So at the very least, we're going to be staying in 6th place. Now, what about this Truly train in front? This Truly train is killing me, guys. Oh, Hamilton. He's diving. Oh, Kimmy's going into the pits. That's another free spot. Top 5 right now. Yeah, he'll definitely stop on time. Sure, Jesus. But yeah, I'll at least gain another spot because Magnussen's going in, but I'll lose that spot because Hamilton's going to pass me. Like, I don't doubt that Hamilton's going to pass me. We still have a third of this race left to go. That was probably the smoothest S's I've ever taken on this track. Not a shred of a lie right there. And there goes Kevin. I have no idea what you're doing, Hamilton. Lando's got a 5-second... Oh, yeah, he does. I just noticed that. He probably hit somebody. Or multiple hits on somebody. So that's another free spot. Ah, I just got...
You've been awarded a time penalty for that lap.
You know what? I hate to be that guy. I do still have 2 flashbacks in the tank, though. I technically still have 2 flashbacks in the tank. I'm going to use one here, but if I get another time penalty, I am not going to use my last flashback. That is only going to be reserved for any major wrecking, like if I hit my front wing or if I spin out or anything like that. I'm not going to use it for a time penalty, but I will use it here. So we're going to flash it back. So this is flashback number 2. I've got 1 left. All because I fucked up the corner right here. So yeah, if I get another time penalty, I'm just going to take it. But that's just a personal rule of mine. I limit myself to 3 flashbacks per race because I don't want to be the flashback king. He probably did, you're right. Hamilton, what are you doing? He's gonna punt me. Holy shit, Hamilton's gonna punt me. I can see it. I can see it already about to happen. Alright, Hamilton. Yeah, you're in DRS. Go ahead. I'll let you go, buddy. Holy shit, look at the fucking train behind me. God, how many people are in this train behind me?
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Okay, it looks like it's just Verstappen and Bottas. Bottas. I'm reverting back to the old way I said his name. Yeah, it looks like it's just Verstappen and Bottas behind me. As I get a quick glance at the map. They're also fighting back there, so... Shit. Alright, as we come across the line, 10 laps to go. And now I gotta stay within 5 seconds of Norris if I want to get that, that position. Norris and Hamilton fighting it all the way down the straight. Through the turns. Into another rough turn. Oh, that was real early. Avoided the time penalty there. Verstappen and Bottas, yeah, maybe. What's going on, COVID racer? I don't know why I cut it that close again. I think I'm just being stupid at this point in time with 9 laps to go. Not a good time to be stupid. Bottas has gotten himself free of Verstappen there. I will say this. I seemingly am better in the turns here in Mexico compared to the AI. Like, I don't think the AI takes the turns well here at all. So if I'm going to be making up time, that's where I got to do it. I say that, I also mean in certain turns. In certain turns, I am better. Like turns 1 and 2 and all that. In certain turns, I am faster. Come on, stay ahead of Bottas. This has been a pretty exciting race thus far. Shit. Ah. And it's really coming down to it. Will I or won't I get that final warning which will net me that penalty? Whoa! What the hell? Verstappen just... Did you see him dart back there? What the hell was he trying to do?
Green flag.
Verstappen killed Bottas. Bottas came into the pits. What the hell was that? Well, whatever it was janky as all hell. Because, I mean, I almost got taken out as well. This AI is stupid aggressive. Stupid and aggressive. Alright, here comes the DRS training. Here comes the train. There are so many cars behind me. I gotta hope that I stay in this train so I can keep DRS up myself. I mean, we got 5 laps to go when we come to the line. I'm already out of DRS range for Verstappen? This is bullshit.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Damn, in one lap, Verstappen not only passes me, but he pushes so far ahead I can't even piggyback DRS off of him. And at this point in time, if I get that 3-second time penalty, I am fucked. Look at all of those cars behind me. So I need to drive not only safe and smart, but aggressive, which is a weird combination. I don't know anybody that can actually do that combination. Safe and smart, but also aggressive. Like I said, at the very least, Norris still has that 5-second penalty. I can hope to gain a position based off of that. Also, Palermo, I don't know what you mean by that. Plus 18 race. Hey, thank you very much for the raid, sir. Mr. The Most Wanted. Coming on in with the raid at 37. Thank you very much, sir. Hope you had yourself a wonderful stream. I said 37. I meant 27.
We think you're going to start losing some tire grip around now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Either way, thank you very much for the raid and for all of you raiders coming on in. We got Pika, we got Miss Anthropocene, if I can actually speak. Much appreciated for the follows. Alright, I know I just said that I wasn't going to use it on a time penalty. I lied. Final flashback, we're using it right here. But Most Wanted, I hope you had yourself a wonderful, wonderful stream. And that was my third and final flashback to use. From here on out, I got to take whatever comes my way in this race. We got 3 laps left to go here in Mexico. I started in 19th, and I'm up here in the 6th. But yeah, the flashback rule is a self-imposed rule by me. You can actually have unlimited flashbacks in this game. If you play this, you know that already. But I'm self-imposing myself to 3. 3 maximum per race. How you doing, Muckdem? So if I get this time penalty again, I am screwed. How you doing, Tommy? Another time penalty and I am screwed. Alright, 2 laps to go. Also, look, just a reminder, Lando Norris has a 5-second time penalty ahead of me, so feasibly, I could finish in 5th place after all this is said and done. Tommy, thanks for the follow as well. All lowest determinant on how well I drive. Of course, anybody that comes on in has any questions, please feel free to ask. If I can't answer, I'm sure somebody in the chat can. Doing a Williams-only career mode. As the title says, trying not to suck with them.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Trying to build this car out as best as I can. I'll show everything after the race. COVID Racer, thanks for the follow as well, dude. Oh, Leclerc just really hates looking at my ass end right now. He hates looking at my exhaust pipe. It's looking like a P5, Daddy. Absolutely. Unless Leclerc and Albon somehow can slingshot their way past me. Or if I take the turns 1 and 2 poorly like that. Yeah, final lap. White flag in the air. Sponsored by some shitty bank. Alright, we're going rich fuel the rest of the way. Rich fuel until the baseball section. Hamilton has won this race. Through the baseball. Oh, don't go wide. Oh, I just beat Leclerc to the line.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in
I
the third.
just beat him to the line, and I do end up 5th place. Top 5, boys. Driver of the day again, because I started in 19th place. Ha ha. You'll love to see it.
Not just victory today then, but the championship.
But of
as
course,
well.
Mercedes
What a
wins with
spectacular
Lewis
season they've
Hamilton,
had.
as you
Congratulations
expect.
to the whole team. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the
Hey,
podium.
Ricardo
Once
finished
again, it's the
second.
Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Absolutely well-earned victory. Once again, thank you very much for everyone coming on in for a Most Wanted stream. Hope that you had yourself a wonderful stream, my dude. Alright, enough of that. Oh, man, oh, man. Oh, that was fun. Hey, we got back-to-back points finishes in today's races. So we had the U.S. Grand Prix at Circuit of the Americas. We finished 7th there.
And after this round of the
And we
World
finished 5th here at
Championship,
Mexico.
here's how things look in the
Rage quit at Vietnam. Oh, I had a DNF at Vietnam last season too. I know your pain. In the rain too. Like, it rained for the last half of the race. And I ended up crushing my front suspension with 2 laps to go. So I know exactly how you feel, my dude. I know how you feel. Commend you for driving the 36th lap. My eyes would have gotten so dry and tired. And yeah, that's also the thing. I don't do 100% distance. I only do 50. I very rarely do 100% distance, only on special occasions. But yeah, I feel like I get the most enjoyment out of this doing 50% distance. It's a cursed track. It's my second least favorite track to drive behind Monaco. As soon as I saw the layout in this game, I knew I was going to hate it. And driving it, there's no fun in it. It's, okay, long straightaway, okay, curve, hard braking zone, curve, long straightaway, brake, hard, loop around, long straightaway, brake, hard, curve around, into some whack-ass S's. It's not a well-designed track. I don't like any of it. There's no redeeming quality of that track to me personally. I don't know about you guys. You say you like the S's? Okay.
drivers' table. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table.
outside of me finishing where I did, I think Daniel Ricciardo finishing on the podium is a shock, given how Renault's car isn't all that great this season. Leclerc finished in 7th, Vettel in 3rd. Daniel Kvyat finishing ahead of Pierre Gasly, but
Now,
you got to
let's discuss,
remember,
Ants. Who would you say is
there was a wreck. There was a big wreck that happened. What lap was that? That was lap like 24 or something. That was a big wreck. Russell, Gasly, and Perez all got caught up into that wreck. Kimi Räikkönen was, I think, a part of it, which is why he finished as far back as he did. See, here's the thing. Monaco is one of my favorite tracks, if not my favorite track in real life. IRL. I want to go to it one day. But driving it in this game, it's nerve-wracking, stressful, and infuriating all at the same time. It's really difficult for me to drive.
Tender for driver of the day.
I have to give it to O'Brien. They
So
demonstrated.
there you go. As far as the crash goes, let's load the crash up so that we can see it in all of its glory. You guys in the chat can see it in all of its glory right here. So, all right. Oh, we can't even listen to this damn thing. Where's the sound? Turn up the sound. We need sound. We can't even listen to this damn thing. Oh, that's me. What the hell is going on? Hold on. Christ almighty. Gee. Crash. There we go. I don't even know why it went to my main channel page and not the clips page. Alright, here we go. So let's take a look at this. Oh my god. I'm going to kill this thing. Okay, so there's the crash. There's Perez. There's Russell. Getting into it right there. On the right side of your screen. So that's both of them. Was there anybody else taking a part in it? Where's Gasly? Oh, Gasly came into pit. So Gasly, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, he's already in the pits. And ultimately DNFs.
Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain
Who
a
died?
delta.
Yeah, because, like, there were 3 people that died. Sergio Perez had a 5-second time penalty. So did Lando Norris, probably because of, you know, all the hitting, the bouncing around they did. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a weird situation. You can see further up. Oh, yeah, there's a part, right here. Like, just to the left of my halo pillar, right there. You can probably see it moving. Yep, there it goes. Here, let's back up. Yep, there it is, right there. Zoom in and enhance, right under the F1 logo. There's a wing right there. Hard to get into a rhythm on this track and no passing on a curve. Yeah, there's no passing. Definitely not in the S's. You could definitely pass through 1 and 2. I know you can. I've done it. But this track is all about being as fast as you possibly can. And if you can't make that work, then you're SOL.
Touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity.
Well, with that finish, that 5th place finish, I move up into 9th place. I'm 1 point behind Max Verstappen, 6 behind Carlos Sainz.
Patience in
And then in the constructors standings, we move slightly up. We are now 18 points behind Racing Point as Racing Point drops below Red Bull. Red Bull finally getting into 6th place after being so long sitting in 7th. They've not had a good season, has Racing Point. I'm doing fine, Salty Nick. Hope you're doing well. Low on the fun quotient to USA. Compared to USA, I actually like Mexico. USA, there are so many areas, especially the S's at Circuit of the Americas. I despise those S's. And, like, if you fuck up one turn on that S section, you're screwed the entire way through. You're just not going to have the right line the entire way through those S's, which is why I don't like it. And then the after the long braking zone, those 2 tight corners following that, it's very hard for me to get those exactly right, especially after the second one where if you get on the gas too early, you're going to spin yourself out. And I've done it numerous times already. My favorite circuit is Canada. Actually, I'll give you a top 5. Canada's my number 1, then Spa, then Monza, then Austria, and Silverstone. Silverstone rounds out my top 5. There are a couple of tracks that are right on the outside that, like, I don't know where to rank them. Like, you're so close to cracking into the top 5, but not quite. And that's Interlagos and Zandvoort. Maybe one of them will jump into my top 5 if I ever start to dislike one of the current, but that's my top 5 for now.
Difficult situations.